Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for November of 2020. This month's themes about self-discovery and also work suggest that you might want to get a mission orders reading if you come away from this horoscope with any questions. And you can find the link for that in the YouTube description below. So this month, two planets that have been bugging us go direct, and that would be Mercury and Mars. And Julia is going to tell you about it right now. Hey, Julia, what's up for Gemini this month?
All right. Well, hey, Gemini. So I'll start with Mercury first. That's the planet of communication. That's the planet of mentation. And it starts the month retrograde. Now, when Mercury turns retrograde, it's often a time where we run into miscommunications with others or we have to rethink or re strategize something. And this is all happening in your fifth house. The fifth house is the house of children. So that could mean that over the last few weeks, if you have children, you've been running into miscommunications with them. It's also the house of fun and games. So Mercury, if it's going retrograde, might have to sort of re-strategize your gaming strategy if you like to play RPGs or if you do any other things for amusement. But you might be having to sort of rethink any of your long-term gamer strategies, essentially. However, Mercury will be turning direct on November 3rd, so things will get a lot smoother after that. Then Mercury is going to be entering Scorpio on November 10th, which is your sixth house of work. So a lot of your thinking over the rest of the month is going to be on your job. If you do anything that's Mercury related, such as writing or speaking, buying or selling at your work, then this could be a very fruitful period as well. Now, Mars, the planet of energy, the planet of drive, is also retrograde in the sign of Aries at the beginning of the month, but it finally goes direct on November 14th. And this is all taking place in your 11th house. This is the house of your friends. This is also the house of any groups you're a part of, whether they're professional associations or clubs or societies. So you're coming out of a very frustrating period where you may have had to face a lot of flare-ups and also blockages among your friendship groups or any other groups that you're a part of. So these areas of life will start moving forward finally again as well. Now, Venus, the planet of love and beauty, she begins the month in the sign of Libra, which is also your fifth house. So even if you've been having to sort of redo some of your miscommunications with children, Venus really loves to be in this house, so you should be getting along with them pretty well as along with that. It's also the house of dating too, so if you're single, great time to get out there and meet somebody new. Then on November 21st, Venus enters Scorpio, which is your sixth house of work, which will be a wonderful time period for getting along with coworkers, bosses, clients, and customers too.
That's great. And it'll extend into next month as well.
Mm.
So also on the 21st, we have Sagittarius season beginning. And that means that the sun is moving into your seventh house. Now, the sun brings the spotlight of consciousness, the light of attention and awareness to any area that it moves into. And moving into your seventh house means that during Sagittarius season, you're going to be putting a little more attention into your relationship, or maybe you should. And attention and that kind of sunlight is what makes things grow. So that's a good place to be bringing attention to. We have a couple of moons this month. The first one happens on the 14th, and here it is, a new moon in Scorpio falling in your sixth house of work, health, service, and personal organization. New moons signify new beginnings. This one we've named Consider Your Shared Estate because it involves Juno, which has to do with committed partnership, marriage, and also the Scorpio themes of sharing, particularly financial sharing, and a big pile of Capricorn is involved with that moon as well. And so there are a lot of themes here around relationship and responsibility and sharing. Now, this happening in your sixth house of work says that some of these themes may come up for you in the workplace. Also, this is a house of organization, so it might have to do more with, getting your files in order and getting better organized so that you can know what will happen to your things and your monies after you're gone. Later in the month, we have a full moon in Gemini on November 30th. And that is falling across the axis of your first and seventh houses. The first house being the house of identity for you, Gemini, and the seventh house being the Sagittarian house for you of partnerships. So a full moon will often bring relationship themes. This one is even more that way. We're calling this moon Make the Mind, Body, Heart Connection. And we're calling it that because the moon is all about heart, in other words, water. Gemini, where the moon is placed, is very cerebral, it's airy, it's all about the mind. And then Ceres forms a square to this moon that brings in themes of the body or the physical. So during this moon, there's going to be extra attention on partnership, placing yourself in balance with your partner, being the communicator with your partner, and managing your emotions, using your intuition, wrapping that up with your mind, and staying grounded in the physical as well. If that sounds complicated, well, I think actually it kind of is. In longer term news, I wanted to let you know that very soon Jupiter and Saturn are going to be moving into Aquarius, out of Capricorn, where they've been for quite some time. And that's really been what this year has felt like. You know, 2020 has really felt like it has a lot of that Capricornian heaviness. And that's going to start to shift already next month, December, for 2021. And we'll tell you about that when we get there. So if you enjoy our horoscope videos, please do like, share, and subscribe. You can always find our horoscopes on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology's YouTube channel, and you can find them on our website, pandoraastrology.com. And yeah, until next month, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.